My name is Cody Smith. I'm with Operation Freedom Outdoors. I live here in McAlester, Oklahoma. I served with 27 Cav out of Fort Hood, Texas, with U.S. Army. I put in 12 years. I truly believe that this is therapy.
Yeah.
And it has been for me. Whenever I feel the anxiety, the stress, getting out just a day of fishing, fun fishing, or taking a veteran, it does a lot for me as much as it does for the veteran, you know. So I understand how this can be therapy to somebody, to be able to get outside of their own head, allow them that opportunity to witness and be a part of something like this is, you know, therapy to them.
Yeah. So Cody, what is Operation Freedom Outdoors?
Operation Freedom Outdoors is a nonprofit organization. We take veterans fishing and hunting free of charge to the veterans. We don't have a paid board or anything, so 100% of the money that is brought in is used to either buy new equipment or donations for the veterans. So everything is put back and given to the veterans.
And it's donations only?
Donations,
so
that's how we
get your money?
Yeah, that's how we get our money. Donations, fundraisers. Just the last month we had a banquet, and so that's how we raise our money. And just, you know, companies donating to Operation Freedom Outdoors, like the Rusty Hook and stuff like that. They've donated to us. They've helped us out tremendously.
So I heard you talking earlier about a bear hunt. So you take veterans on bear hunts as well, not just fishing and some.
Not just fishing. So we've done bear hunts. We've done elk hunts. Last year we did a bison hunt. The best part of it for me is to provide the veterans the opportunity. That's
a great cause right there, for just to get veterans' mind off of the past, and something just to clear their mind. Outdoors is nothing like it.
Right. But and then that's what a lot of people don't understand is these veterans, they isolate themselves. So our organization, we get them out of the house, but we also link them up with other veterans to be able to start that camaraderie that they miss from the service. And what we've come to find out is, you know, two veterans will link up at an event of ours, and then next thing you know, 6 months down the road, you'll see them out fishing or hunting or whatever together. Yeah. So they understand each other. It's that brotherhood that they're missing from when they were in the service.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Cody, what would you like people to know about the state of mind that our veterans are in when they get out of the service? Like what kind of help they need, or just what state of mind are they in when they come out? It's because it's a whole different world from what they're served in.
Right. So, I mean, and that's not really, you can't really give a cookie cutter answer to that. You got to remember these guys have had a structure, a sense of purpose. From day to day, they know what they're going to be doing. And these are very goal-orientated people. When they come out, the lack of service that is provided, or information that is provided to these veterans, it puts them in their whole world is a whirlwind, you know, because it's so, there's a lot of things to take in that was not in the military, because their day-to-day structure was already planned out for them.
Yeah.
So,
I get that.
You know, some of them are fighting PTSD and stuff like that. And there's different variations of that. So what's good for one veteran is, you know, that type of therapy may not be as good for this other veteran. So there's really not a cookie cutter answer on that. But for the most part, you know, if you give a man a purpose in life, he will find his way, you know.
Yeah.
From experience, before I became part of OFO, I was fighting depression. So I can relate with the veterans that we serve and the first responders that we serve, because I was in their shoes once. And so this has became a passion for me, even though I am a veteran, to be able to give back to the veteran community and show them that brotherhood that we've lost in the service. And so this is one thing that is near and dear to my heart, because I was in that position. I did have depression, and I still do from time to time, but I've got a brotherhood I can always call. It doesn't matter day or night, and they know as well as they can call me day or night. It doesn't matter what time. That coffee pot's always on. And I'll tell you, like, for veterans, it's a very tight-knit community. A lot of times the way a veteran navigates the system is through word of mouth from another veteran. Hey, I went and I did this and this worked for me. You might want to give it a try. So it's a brotherhood. You got to remember, the system has failed them a lot once they've gotten out. So, you know, if another veteran says, hey, this works, he's more apt to try it in that sense.
And I think there needs to be more of an awareness and more for, like, your organization, what they do for the veterans. I've got a real good friend. I wouldn't say we're best friends, but we were in a deer lease together, and he served in Iraq, and nobody knew his struggles, and he ended up taking his own life.
Right.
And it's one of those things, if people just knew what he was going through, if he would have talked to somebody,
right,
and got the help, or you know,
and
just makes you wish that you could have done something for him.
Right. I know, like, with my organization, we get them calls, midnight, whatever, somebody, and that's why we exist, is to be able to provide that phone call. You know, like I said, I don't mind you waking me up at midnight struggling, and I'd much rather listen to you than have to go to your funeral. Right. You know, we lose 20, you know, the status is 22 a day. 22 a day, that's staggering. That's staggering. So each day, 22 veterans take their own life. So
Cody, what was your biggest takeaway from the military?
My biggest takeaway was to be able to serve people. It has grown into a servant's heart, you know. I'm a follower of Christ, and it talks about in the Bible being a servant.
Yeah.
So, you know, for me to be able to serve others, that's a pleasure. It's a pleasure of mine to be able to do that.
Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you for your support.